Hey everyone, Lisa here. Oh my god, spring has sprung in Brisbane and it's gorgeous. We are so blessed here, I tell you. What's your breathing like today? Do you feel like your breathing is easy? Or, hey Lauren, or do you feel like your breathing is a bit constricted, feeling really tight? And what's the pressure in your head like? Are you feeling like it's going to explode, like there's too much going on in there, like your blood pressure is rising? Do you know, even though I'm at the other end of burnout, I went through this last week and I noticed what created it. I mean, basically it's a response to stress. But the really important thing is to understand for you what's created that response. Okay, so I realized that for me I had packed too much into the day, and on paper it looked okay, but some of the things I was doing were really new things for me, and I know, and especially know even more in hindsight, that with my sensitive nature, that I need time to process through what I'm feeling. And when I don't have that time for my sensory system, then I feel more stress. Just as a little aside, if you're really a sensitive person, you also, while you can get more stress than other people do, you know, when your stress levels get out of control, you also have the ability to thrive even more than those people who are not as sensitive. So something really to be grateful for if you are really sensitive like I am. So yeah, I really noticed this reaction last week to what I was feeling, and you know, I don't look at it and judge myself and go, oh my god, you know, why did you do that, you know, you silly girl. You know, I just look at it as a learning. It's like, oh, okay, I had those things going on in the day. Some of them were really new. And wow, look at the response I had, because it was things that were quite new and needed some new thought, and you know, I didn't leave myself enough space, and that's okay. And I know for next time. And I'm learning. You know, this kind of symptom is something I used to go through a lot, especially when I was leading up to the time when I was really burnt out and ended up dealing with very severe adrenal fatigue. It was like there was no reprieve. Everything that was going on in my life just caused me to literally feel quite suffocated. And one of the responses to the stress response going off, so this beautiful physiological stress response that serves us when we have to swerve to miss an oncoming car, or you know, take the child's hand away from the stove really quickly, it serves you really well. But when it's going off too often, it's not great for your system. And one of the responses is that your breathing rate increases, your heart rate increases, your blood pressure increases, and this also contributes to a more constricted diaphragm. You know, there's a lot more muscle tension as well that's going on. So yes, when you're feeling stressed, it's very common to feel a real constriction in your breathing. So I really encourage you, if you're feeling like this, ask yourself what has gone on in the previous, you know, day, few days, or if it's been going on for a while, what's been going on in the, you know, previous few weeks that's led to you feeling like this. Hey Mary, it's really important to become really in tune, really observant with yourself, so that you can notice the physiological changes that go on when you have a certain thought process about things that are going on in your life. And it's not to judge what is supposedly stressful and what's not. You know, what is stressful to one person is not going to be stressful to another. So, as I said before, so for me as a sensitive person, I can get stressed a little bit more easily sometimes. But I also know what I need in order to, you know, not go down that path, in order to take care of myself in a deeper way. So what is going on? If you're feeling these symptoms of tightness in your chest, this, you know, tightness and constriction in your head, which is your blood pressure rising. You know, what is it? What's created that? What's gone on recently for you? Okay, and then the next step is, what are you doing to settle yourself? So when you're feeling those kinds of symptoms, you need to take your relaxation processes to a deeper level. Hey Mary, you feeling that right now? Oh my God, it's late. Yeah, oh goodness. So Mary, do something that's very settling for yourself. So literally, hands on your heart is a really good one. Just one hand on top of the other. Another really good one is just, if you find that your thoughts are racing right now, is breathing in through your left nostril and then out through your mouth. That helps to settle the stimulation in your brain. So just do that for about 6 minutes, and it should drift you back off to sleep. So, you know, when this is happening, you've got to go deeper into settling yourself down. You've got to create even more space than you think you need. Your number one priority when you are feeling constriction is to let yourself expand once more. It's no accident that we feel this constriction, this suffocation almost, because we're not being allowed to breathe properly. The stress response has kicked in too much, too often, and it constricts us. It's a natural response. So what can you do right now that's going to help to expand you back out? And it may take a conversation with your partner, your kids, other, friends around you, to let them know how you're feeling, and so that they can respect that you need something a little bit different right now. Yeah, go ahead and try that, Mary. Okay, so this is all part of speaking up for what you need. It's recognizing that something's going on, something feels a little bit out of balance, or a lot out of balance, and what are you going to do to bring yourself back into a more balanced state? So last week when I was feeling like this, the next morning, I had the opportunity to not do so much, and I just took it really easily. I had some really slow time. I went for a gentle walk. I did a little bit of reading. I did a little bit of writing. I just sat and I was gentle with myself. And over the course of that day, I could feel my system responding. My system began to calm down and settle down and come back into a more balanced state, because I was allowing myself to create the opposite response, the relaxation response. And this response doesn't just happen. We have to create the environment that really sets it up. Okay, and just like it's different what creates stress in somebody's life and what creates stress for you, it's different the types of things that relax you and the things that deeply relax you, and how much time you need. And don't let other people tell you what's wrong and right for you. You're the one in your body. You are the one who knows what this feels like for you, and how you can respond, and how you can settle yourself back down. The other thing is to really soothe yourself. Soothe yourself. Speak to yourself like a child. Soothe yourself. Sometimes I'll go, Lisa, it's okay, and I'll just rub myself on the arm. And you may feel silly doing it, but it really, really does help. The touch on your system is very nurturing, very calming. And you may have somebody right there in your life too that you can have a hug with, somebody who can just help to settle you, calm you. So, take yourself to a deeper place when you feel like this. Don't just stay on the treadmill that's going to, keep accelerating the symptoms that you're feeling. That's often what I notice with people when they're really stressed, and it can be easy to stay on that path because you're a bit wired. My pleasure, Mary. Because you're wired, okay, and it keeps you in hyper mode. But you need to make a call for yourself and say, okay, yes, I feel a bit hyper, but I'm not going to buy into that. I'm not going to go down that route of overstimulating myself even more, putting myself in situations that are going to make me feel even more stressed. I am going to pull back, and I'm going to really own what I need. I'm going to value myself by the actions that I take to really support what I need right now in this moment. This is all part of taking back your power. So yes, okay, you might feel some symptoms going on. Okay, you may feel this tightness in your chest and this pressure in your head, but don't buy into it long term. Just recognize that it's there. It's like, okay, it's there. Yeah, okay, I noticed what created it. And now I'm going to do something that really puts me into the opposite response. And our bodies are amazing. Our bodies are amazing. When we give them what they need, they respond, they come back to balance. Okay, so it's your call, it's your choice. See this as a really deeply empowering act for yourself that brings you back to such amazing balance. Our bodies are incredible. When we get into this relaxed response state, our body just gets on and does its healing work. All our systems start to function in a much better way, in a way that's not possible when we're in a stress response. You know, when you're in that stress response, the blood gets drawn away into your arms and legs, ready to run for your life, okay, or fight. And all the, you know, your digestive system, the function of your digestive system lowers, your immune system function lowers, your sexual function lowers. Okay, so you can't live, you can't thrive in that state ongoing. It's only meant to be for a short time. It serves us beautifully. We're able to respond to the crisis, and then straight after, if you can, if you recognize that you've had a stressful moment, straight after, do something that settles yourself, brings you back to balance, okay, or as soon as you can. A lot of this is training yourself to think about stress in a different way. Not that, oh yeah, I just have to be stressed, you know, this is normal for me. This is how I respond. I always have tight neck and shoulders. Yeah, you only have tight neck and shoulders and constriction in your breathing and tightness in your head because you've been in a stress response. And your body is just simply responding to that. Okay, so take a different path. Recognize it. Take a different route. You don't have to give that stressed path more energy. Okay, let it go. Say thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for giving me the messages that I needed right now, that I need to make an adjustment. Thank you, thank you. And then get on with the business of doing something different that's really going to help you out. Okay? I think that's all I wanted to share right now. You're okay. Know that you are okay. You're okay. You're okay. You can bring yourself back to balance. You can do this. Okay? Catch up with you soon. Bye for now.